welcome to Corazon Folklorico Gala Showcase. This event is brought to you by Corazon Folklorico DC Incorporated in partnership with the Kennedy Center's Social Impact Program. We're very glad that you are all here. Thank you. My name is Maya Cuevas. I am a former development officer for the organization, current communications advisor to the board of directors, and a dance alumna of the company. But I'll be back soon. I'm from Compton, California, and have danced for over 10 or 15 years, and feel very excited to be here to celebrate Corazon and the beautiful community that surrounds it. Now, just to cover what the agenda is tonight. Tonight it is my privilege to be your host for this event and lead you through an exciting program. The program consists of performances interwoven with special recognitions to individuals and organizations that have supported Corazon, and a very special address from the founder and executive director of the dance company. And now some logistics. At 6:30 we will have a brief 10-minute intermission. Restrooms are located across the hall and in the lobby in the level above. The Kennedy Center bar will remain open throughout this event, although I think that perhaps the open portion of it is done at the moment. You are more than welcome to take pictures and video, just please make sure that there's no flash. That's just a safety precaution for our dancers. Now to get to know a little bit more about this event. We're gathered here tonight at the Reach Campus Studio K to commemorate the role and impact that Corazon Folklorico DC has had on the local Washington DC community. This nonprofit organization, which we have come to know simply as Corazon, was established in September of 2017. The mission of the dance company, which it has clearly championed across its 7 years, is to grow the ballet folklorico community in DC. And it does this by offering free dance classes and by showcasing the very rich and beautiful diversity of Mexico through its ballet folklorico performances. This evening is a special occasion because we get to recognize and celebrate the work and impact of the organization. Corazon Folklorico DC. From its grassroots beginnings and recruiting students at farmers markets, to its current membership in the Kennedy Center's Culture Caucus Social Impact Program, Corazon has become a cultural icon in Washington, most recently hosting over 200 students for a day of free dance classes held here in the studio. Social impact is the Kennedy Center's systemic commitment to the belief that the arts hold a unique power in our society, and that unique power is to build communities, center joy, inspire action, and drive meaningful change. Corazon leads by example. It leads with heart. It creates community with a heart, and shares with the public a love for the performing arts. At the start of any organization, you will find an individual with passion and drive, with determination, ambition, imagination, and a willingness to create change. That's what you will find in its director. Corazon Folklorico leadership is not an exception to all these qualities, and its director definitely not. Next, I have the pleasure to introduce to you someone you may all know already. He is a creative, a thought provoker, a collaborator, and a community leader. His mission is to create art with people, and he believes dance and culture should be equally accessible to all. In each presentation that he choreographs, he is motivated to leave a little piece of Mexico for the audience to enjoy. Please help me in welcoming to the stage the founder, executive director of Corazon Folklorico Dance Company, Alejandro Olvera.
Hello, good evening. It is a pleasure and honor to be here in front of you and sharing the treasure that has grown in my heart the last 7 years. It was 7 years ago this month that I was at the Mexican Cultural Institute in Washington, D.C., appealing to their leadership and pitching my idea about organizing a ballet folklorico dance organization. Well, they approved and were in full support. The Mexican Cultural Institute even provided me a rehearsal space in a vacant consular building. It was temporary and a good thing. because we outgrew that space very quickly. We moved to the Spanish Education Development Center located in Petworth, and that's where we are today. 3 blocks away from the metro, in a geographically accessible location, providing dance classes during evenings and weekends, enrolling students as far as Winchester, Virginia. They are coming to our fall semester classes every year now, all with the purpose of showcasing and performing this cultural art by Ballet Folklorico in the nation's capital. I moved here to Washington, D.C. and made it my home. It was a little difficult at first. Being from San Diego, a lot of people would say, why did you leave San Diego? It wasn't that difficult, actually. I had this wonderful opportunity. Here with Corazon, I get to build a community of dancers that are creating community with Corazon. They're championing multiculturalism and making it their purpose to celebrate cultural diversity. When I developed the company, it became very evident that the identity of Corazon would be part of its winning ticket. I knew that the values in acceptance, pride, and belonging mattered a lot. When I started dance 20 years ago in high school, it was there in the Ballet Folklorico Club that I learned the meaning of pride, acceptance, and belonging. You see, my mom and I faced homelessness for a brief period during my junior year of high school. And it was my Ballet Folklorico classmates, Samuel, Samantha, the Martinez family, that opened the doors to me and allowed for my mom and I to get back up on our feet very quickly. Those values of acceptance, belonging, and purpose has been influential to my very day today, and inclusively influential in what Corazon is today. In the words of the Vice President of Social Impact and Artistic Director of Cultural Strategy at the Kennedy Center, Mark Bamuthi, he says, "Embedded within our partnerships and programs is a profound homage to John F. Kennedy, a visionary, a champion of change and equity on the American landscape. Our investment in cultural leaders and ingenious creatives is an extension of Kennedy's desire, a fervent desire for a diverse and vibrant public imagination. Our resolute commitment is to offer a season of impact that melds contemporary justice with a transformative cultural tapestry for the future." Without further ado, I bring you that cultural tapestry that continues to weave imagination, history, culture, and dance throughout Washington, D.C. Now introducing to you Corazon Folklorico Dance Company.
comprised of Kennedy Center staff, community advisors, thought provokers, and arts leaders committed to making a positive impact in the community. Corazon is only one of 10 organizations that in 2022 were awarded a position in the program. And the cohort runs from 2022 through 2024. And this honorable distinction, as I mentioned, Corazon is only one of 10 organizations. Yes, that's very This 2-year incubation and residency program allows for Corazon and the other members of the cohort to organize free public events like this one here today at the Beach campus.
The impact and purpose is exactly what brought Corazon here. As you're seeing, our love for the arts, it's our motivation and our fuel for creating positive change. When I met with the Kennedy Center staff and the Culture Caucus members, we sit down and typically, every meeting, when we sit down, we always start with a ritual. That ritual is to read out the mission statement of the program. Reading out the mission statement, it sounds funny, but it's a power of self-esteem and strength, and instills a lot of power in what we do today. So I'd like to share with you the mission statement of the Social Impact Program. At the Kennedy Center, our systemic commitment to social impact lives in our belief that the arts hold unique power in our society to build community, center joy, inspire action, and drive meaningful change. We leverage the arts for non-arts outcomes and to advance justice and equity in all that we do. Corazon embodies that mission. The arts can be used as a catalyst for change in community building, and as we have grown in the past 2 years here at the Kennedy Center, I would be remiss to not acknowledge the support and honor that our community members have given us. We've come here today because of a lot of support from community leaders and organizations, and I'd like to take a moment to recognize a few individuals in particular. Myra, would you help me recognize them?
There are 3 community organizations that we want to recognize next for their unwavering support of Corazon. First, the Mexican Cultural Institute, or MCI for short, of Washington, D.C. As Alejandro mentioned, it was the Embassy of Mexico and their team that helped launch Corazon back in 2017. The MCI, our beloved Latinos, you continue to stage Corazon as a resident artist and bring us to stages across the DMV area. Your partnership, along with other artists in the nation's capital, expands the reach of Mexican culture and unifies community across borders through the arts. To the entire team of staff at the Mexican Cultural Institute, namely Enrique Quiroz, if you can please stand. Thank you, Enrique, and thank you to the rest of your team at the MCI, Ángel, Pilar, Nazario, and Victor. Muchísimas gracias. A round of applause.
Next, I'd like to recognize a community leader, the sponsor to our free dance class, the Education Campus, known as Spanish Education Development Center, and its founder, Martha Higas. Martha, you have been a model of leadership in our community. You've been a model of leadership in our community, making education and the arts accessible and equitable for everyone. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here today. I want to thank you and your team, Gladys, Charo, Lolita, the rest of the group that has allowed us to grow so much. You'll always be our madrina. Thank you so much.
Next, we would like to recognize the local business community that has been eager and thrilled to share our love and joy for dance as much as we love dance. We have had over 50 partnering organizations and businesses across 7 years that put Corazon center stage in events across the DMV area. Half of our partners have presented Corazon more than once. 7 partners have presented Corazon more than 3 times. But only one business has forged a new tradition. The very first annual Cinco de Mayo Festival in Washington, D.C. Our dear partner, Taqueria Habanero. We would like to recognize Gisela Alvarado. If you and your parents can please stand, Gisela. Thank you to the rest of the Taqueria Habanero team for creating community with us and making Mexican-American holidays a tradition in Washington, D.C. Muchísimas gracias. May we have another applause for them.
Last but not least, I'd like to recognize and honor the founding members of the organization. Some of them are here today with us in person and others are afar, but I know you're always with us. You'll be watching the recording and doing shout outs on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. These individuals that helped me found the organization brought their spirit, their tenacity, their soul into the mission of Corazon Folklorico, and that is to create community with Corazon. Diana Alexanderson, Imelda Garcia, Paulette Chavira, Manuel Peña, Sofía Galván, Rocio Ortega, Rosalba Ruiz, Cesar Soltero, Alfredo Garcia, the rest of Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, and Season 5 dancers. If you're here with me today, please stand. We couldn't be here without you. Thank you, Corazon. This next one is for you.
Corazon Folklorico, the premier Mexican folk dance company in the nation's capital. Corazon Folklorico has enjoyed performing for our local DC community at places like schools, festivals, and farmers markets. But we have also had the privilege of performing on DC's grandest stages, such as the Kennedy Center, the Hispanic Gala Theater, the Smithsonian's National Portrait Gallery, the National Cathedral, and the Cherry Blossom Festival. Learn more about our company and join us for our next performance.
Each dancer has had the opportunity to perform in these events, and we've had, in our history, 142 performances. 44% of them have been donated by us, pro bono, to charitable, community-based organizations.
While Corazon has increased viewership online via YouTube, we're most proud by our total count of 155,185 in-person spectators.
Now, looking at our operating budget, since 2018, we've grown tremendously. Thanks to foundational support, support from Kennedy Center, grants from the DC Government Commission on Arts and Humanities. We received our first general operating support grant, which is huge. And also Humanities DC. Other grant opportunities have been helping us reach our mission. Last year, notably, we more than doubled our operating budget.
But most importantly, we are happy to report that 93% of the organization expenses are represented by program activities. The remaining 7% is supporting management and fundraising activities.
These numbers are impressive, I think. Yeah, what do you think? I like to tell stories, and these numbers have so much impact. I'm going to invite a guest speaker next to help me speak about how these numbers and our dance work has global impact. I have invited for a speaking note. Our distinguished speaker is our academic advisor to Corazon Folklorico. He is an alum, he's a dancer, choreographer, and also associate professor at George Washington University. He's the author of Choreographing Mexico, and he's my dear friend, Manuel Cuellar.
What role has Mexican dance played? Or rather, how can we tell stories with our bodies? What kind of stories can we tell? What ideas about our nation are transmitted through dancing bodies on stage? My name is Manuel Cuellar, Associate Professor of Latin American and Latinx Studies at the George Washington University and the Academic Advisor of Corazon Folklorico. I want to invite you to think about the role of dancing bodies in public spaces and the significance of movement as a critical site for citizen formation and national belonging. As you see Corazon Folklorico perform different dances on stage, I want you to consider the relationship between bodies, histories, and spaces as a cultural and political intervention, an archival site, and an aesthetic practice. Mexican dance has played a foundational role for the creation of belonging and identity in modern Mexico and across its Mexican diaspora. After the Mexican Revolution, the Mexican state sponsored a series of cultural projects like Mexican muralism, which sought to unify and model the nation. Why? Because Mexican citizens, before becoming citizens, they needed to imagine a sense of la patria, of the nation, and Mexican dance played a foundational role. For example, in the 1920s, José Vasconcelos, the Ministry of Public Education, the cultural caudillo of the revolution, launched a series of programs, educational and cultural. But let me tell you the story about Nelly Campobello. Think of her as the Mexican Martha Graham and her sister Gloria, who participated in the cultural projects launched by José Vasconcelos. They joined the cultural missions and traveled throughout the nation, documenting different dances and staging them in Mexico City for urban audiences. Their work exemplifies the importance of dance in public schools and its relationship to the formation of Mexican citizens. However, it has been neglected in the historical accounts of the period. This might be in part because of the ephemeral quality of dance and the fact that it was the only artistic field dominated by women. As a pioneer of Mexican dance, Nelly Campobello came to be known for her massive choreographies during the presidency of Lázaro Cárdenas in the 1930s. Nelly played a crucial role in promoting dance as a means to solidify the nation. Her artistic work exposed the masses to Mexican regional dances, fostering an emerging sense of a shared corporeal background through lived experience. Her choreographies of Mexican dances had a transformative impact, staging the great diversity of Mexico. Each performance of Mexican dance, like the ones Corazon Folklorico is performing tonight, is a rehearsal of a collective sense of identity, revealing the impact of choreographies of Mexican nationalism. In this way, dance reveals the social work of aesthetic practices and how they help us create a shared sense of belonging beyond the performance event. Mexican regional and traditional dance help us explore the cultural landscape that reveal how Mexicans at home and abroad create attachments to a shared sense of belonging using their bodies. Dance, after all, produces and is produced by the cultural knowledge we carry in our bodies. As Margarita Tortajada claims, llevamos la historia en nuestros cuerpos. We carry history in our bodies.
Cuando
course, our host and our partner Kennedy Center. So, wonderful job, Corazon. Thank you once again. So now we will pause for a 10-minute intermission. We will resume with the ceremonial portion of today's event, where we will recognize dancers. So you're welcome to come back after 10 minutes, and in case you can't make it, thank you so much for being here, and you are part of Corazon's community, so see you in 10 minutes.
Welcome back. I'm a bit nervous to speak. I'm not used to being nervous when I dance. I'm not used to it. So I get on stage, I'm like, okay, I won't have to talk. But something about having to talk, it's a special experience to get to see so many that I know here. If you haven't got a chance to know me, I hope we can meet and discuss. I'd love to expand the power and impact that Corazon has with future dance classes, performances, collaborations, of course, are always welcome. As we return to the final part of today's event, I want to thank you for coming to Corazon Folklorico Dance Company's Gala Showcase. It was a pleasure to see you all and share this part of my soul and my heart. Thank you to our sponsors of tonight's events, the Kennedy Center Social Impact Program, Victoria and Mark for charting a new path for social justice, Trey and Malka for leading Corazon through this 2-year journey. Our mentor and community advisor, Doug Wheeler, your advice and guidance is invaluable to me and the organization. Our founding board members, Peter Anthony, David Mayhall, Joseph Randoni, thank you for helping me start such an amazing movement. Thank you to our technical team, operating sound and lights. The Kennedy Center team is expansive. Not only have they been providing beautiful light and sound and imagery, but have been accompanying us with fantastic ushers and our complimentary drinks that started us off this evening. Now, thank you to the dancers, to the Corazon dancers. You've been sharing your soul and time and heart this evening, and you've been amazing us with the level of talent and artistry that you've put on the stage tonight. And last but not least, the dancers that performed here this evening wouldn't be here without the leadership and artistry and support and choreography from our 3 talented dance instructors. Please join me on the stage, Maestra Cynthia Hernandez, Maestra Sara Garcia, and Dance Education Director, Paula Chavira. Fearless, artistic, striking individuals that know how to make a difference in the world. Thank you so much. I admire you for everything that you've done for this group, each and every one of you. Please give a round of applause for Corazon Folklorico.
I am pleased to award the following individuals with their certificate of recognition and appreciation from the Kennedy Center Social Impact Program. Alexia Fernandez Campbell. Angelina Romualdo. Araceli Rodas Garcia. Camila Garcia. Claudia Lobo. Constanza Pérez Mojarro. And this is our birthday boy today. Cumpleaños hoy este muchacho. Dared Nahuatl. Diana Hernández. Eduardo Vázquez. Elise Lopez Miller. Hannah Polanek. Imelda Garcia. Jake Gandolfi. Jen Medellin. José Pérez Chávez. Judith Santiago. Cali Fuentes. Leslie Tayagua Lua. Maye Rarios. Odette Maciel. Oscar Olguín. Patricia Buenrostro. Rosalí Rubio. Rose Villegas. Sam Baez Brook. Sara Sánchez. Trent Baez Brook. Victoria Saeki Cerro. So please give a round of applause for Corazon Folklorico.